When I see an individual who's homeless, I see a person, not a problem.
Well, right now what I believe in is just staying alive and just trying to get through to the next day. Just waking up. Just waking up is what keeps me going.
It all crashed when I retired. I was up damn near a fifth of scotch a day. Then all of a sudden I woke up in the hospital one day with alcohol poisoning and cirrhosis of the liver.
I had been abused by my brother and a cousin. I ran to my mother and I told her when it happened, and she slapped me and she told me that I shouldn't lie about things like that. And my mother was a drinker, but she wasn't open about it. She had her bottle of Morgan David wine in the closet. I discovered it one day, and that was the sweet nectar that started a life of adventure and destruction.
My dad designed baby aircraft carriers during World War II. And I just fell in love with the boats. And so when I got out of high school, I went in the Navy. I really enjoyed serving in the Navy, and then had an automobile accident and ruined my eyesight. So I had to get retrained, and for the last 18 or so years of my life, I was a cook. And I enjoyed that more than anything I ever did in my life. I retired, and I'd wake up in the morning with absolutely nothing to do. And eventually I started drinking. My doctor said, "You got cirrhosis of the liver." So I haven't had a drink since. I didn't know where I was going to go. I've heard of Plymouth Housing when somebody came in and said, "Would you like to see your apartment?" And the word "your" stuck real hard.
What Plymouth Housing Group does is it puts a roof over their heads and they begin to see a future for themselves.
Now, I've been clean and sober 24 years. I went into AA with a determination that I was going to change my life. Hurricane Katrina came, and they said it was not going to be a dangerous hurricane. And I lost my breath for a few seconds, and it pulled the roof off the building, and there was water just pouring down. I'm just grateful I'm alive. I had this instrument and me, and that was all that survived out of Katrina. So I left. I wanted to start a new life. And somebody stole all my money in my suitcase, and I got here with $20. All of a sudden it hit me that here I was in Seattle and I was homeless.
My grandmas gave me a name, Indian name. I used to ask them all the time what my Indian name meant. And all they would tell me is that he was a very good man, he was our uncle, and that's why you have his name now, because you're going to grow up and you're going to be a good man. When I first started sleeping out here, police would always wake me up. They'd wake me up, "Excuse me, sir, are you okay?" After I told them I was all right. And they says, "Well, it's time to move. You can't be sleeping right here." So then I'd roll up and start moving.
The street is filled with aggressive people and very tough climate. And now, what a change when somebody gets the keys to an apartment. Their mindset just changes so quickly. They can think about what they really want to do in life or what their talents are. Somebody who makes that transition has a very different story to tell.
I'm so proud of them. They work so hard, and they've changed their lives so drastically. It's easier for me to relate to them, and it's easier for them to relate to me, because I've got nothing to hide. I'm not that person anymore. I'm clean and sober now. I like who I am today, and I want them to have what I have.
I'm at the top of the list. I'm almost there. Just keep calling in, keep checking in, and hopefully it won't be much longer. Well, everything is replaceable, but life is not replaceable. And that's the scary thing about being homeless.
I feel Plymouth does it better than anybody. They're just so effective. They transform lives every day.
It gives you your life back. It gives you your self-respect back. They treat you here like you like to be treated. Yeah, I'm happier than hell here. I wouldn't change anything, I don't think. Thank you. Just look at me, thank you.
I hate that I was so selfish in my life. But then I appreciate that I discovered that I was. I can do some good now. And it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for the people who provide the housing here. People from the Plymouth Housing Group. It's like the domino effect. That's love, extraordinary love that's given. It makes it possible for somebody else to give.
You know, I hope I'm around when the victory bell rings, that we've done it, that you could take a walk from one end of this town to the other, and you wouldn't even see a body lying down in the middle of the night.